Hey everybody, Model Man here, and it's back to Vader for a little bit. This guy was essentially served as two test beds for the larger project of the Mobius Jupiter 2. One was to test out foot pads for electrical contacts so that when I put those on the kit here, I could simply rotate the kit offset of the copper pads and the power would turn off, turn it back, and it all turns on. So this guy was a test for that, and the next thing he's going to be a test for is using alclad metal paints. I'd like to do an aluminum on the ship. I may use another color. Part of that is going to be, well, this is going to be getting used to painting with them because I've never done it before. So there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve and getting used to it. In order to get ready for it, I'm actually going to be painting this guy in all the different colors that there are. So I have to mask that off now as well as a separate project. But back to Vader, I was almost going to spray the entire thing gloss black and then go back and decant some clear matte spray and then hand brush on that onto the cloth. Then I figured I may as well get some practice with masking. It can't hurt. On the chest piece, there are 3 pieces of black tape covering the inlets, so I'm hoping those are good and secure. They look it right now. And rather than cutting 2 individual holes for the sides here, I'm just doing one larger panel to keep things a little easier. The fiber optics, the one there and the one over here, keep getting chopped down a little more all the time. So after the next round of painting, they should be about gone completely. I'm going to have to take a lint brush or something to make sure there's no dust on this anywhere before I start painting it. And once that is all done, then I mask off all the leather, which is getting the gloss black, and then I do all the metal, which will get the alclads, of course. So that's going to need another week or, well, it'll need some time to fully cure before I can mask that off. We'll see how that goes. But everything's moving along and it's good to see. And in this section it's just unwrapping everything. I was worried about this particular tape leaving some residue behind as it did on my alclad chip chart, but it didn't, and everything was pretty clean overall. The alclad gunmetal is not exactly what I had hoped for that I would get out of it. Doing a base steel and then that on top didn't really work out. If there was a black steel that alclad did, that's what you would need. The steel looks good, but it's simply too gray overall. And the gunmetal itself is a little too diffuse on the specularity. Pulling the masking off was fine. I was really worried about scraping up the eyes there, but everything turned out well. And at this point I think it was a matter of spraying some Rust-Oleum's frosted glass on that Q-tip and dropping it onto the 10mm LED that's sitting in the neck there. There's some plastic from the gloves I was using to help diffuse the light as well. And then just gluing it on, that was all there was to it. As well as putting the cape on as well. Getting his side cloaks to attached to the cape did require a heat gun. I don't know if that was covered in the videos offhand at the moment, but everything looks great. The lights are really good. The green maybe a dash too bright, but barely, just barely. The 2 lights on the upper center torso there, those are still masked. I hadn't pulled those off by the time I shot this particular video. Didn't really expect the lightsaber to glow too much at all, but if there was a UV light outside of him on the diorama shooting at that, then that would certainly work. I would like to set up like a Death Star diorama, I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan, kind of thing. That would be pretty sweet. But a fun kit to build. I'm glad I did it, and it's really easy to light up if you want to do something really simple. And the tests for the alclad was definitely successful, as well as the electronic foot contact pads for the Jupiter 2, so I'm really excited about that. So thanks for watching. See ya.